Imagine pouring $40 billion into an investment and getting nothing in return. That's not a hypothetical scenario. It's the current reality for most businesses diving into artificial intelligence. According to groundbreaking research from MIT's Media Lab, a staggering 95% of enterprise AI projects are delivering zero measurable return on investment. Zero, not disappointing returns or below expectations. Literally nothing. This finding has ignited one of the most heated debates in business and technology. Are we witnessing the birth of a transformative new era, or are we inflating the biggest bubble the world has ever seen? Part 1. The Great AI Divide. The numbers don't lie. The MIT study, titled The Gen AI Divide, State of AI in Business 2025, analyzed over 300 public AI initiatives and conducted 150 interviews with business leaders. The findings are sobering. Only 5% of AI pilot programs achieve rapid revenue acceleration. 95% stall out, delivering little to no measurable impact on profit and loss statements. Large enterprises take an average of 9 months to scale AI projects, compared to just 90 days for mid-market firms. Between $35.40 billion in enterprise AI investment has generated virtually no returns. But here's what makes this particularly fascinating. It's not the technology that's failing. The AI models themselves, GPT-5, Claude, and others, are remarkably capable. The failure is in execution, implementation, and strategy. The shadow economy, perhaps most revealing, is what MIT researchers call the shadow AI economy. Over 90% of employees are secretly using personal AI tools like ChatGPT at work, often with higher returns than their company's official, expensive enterprise deployments. Think about that irony. Individual employees, using free or cheap consumer tools, are getting better results than corporations spending millions on enterprise solutions. One corporate lawyer interviewed in the study put it perfectly. Her firm invested $50,000 in a specialized contract analysis tool, but she consistently uses ChatGPT for drafting instead. Why? With ChatGPT, I can guide the conversation and iterate until I get exactly what I need, she explained. The expensive enterprise tool provided rigid summaries with limited customization. This tells us something crucial. The problem isn't AI capability, it's organizational implementation. Part 2. The bubble question. Echoes of the dot-com era. The MIT findings have fueled intense speculation about whether we're in an AI bubble. The comparisons to the dot-com bubble of the late 1990s are impossible to ignore. Then, internet stocks soared on promise rather than profits. Now, AI companies command stratospheric valuations despite burning billions. Then, circular investments artificially inflated demand. Now, NVIDIA invests $100 billion in OpenAI, which then fills data centers with NVIDIA chips. Then, the crash wiped out $5 trillion in market value. Now, some analysts warn this bubble could be 17 times larger than the dot-com bubble. The bull versus bear case. The bulls say, AI spending accounts for half of GDP growth. This is genuine technological revolution, not speculation. Current valuations reflect real fundamental strength. Demand is legitimate and growing. The bears counter. OpenAI is burning $15 million per day on Sora alone. The company may run out of money by mid-2027. 95% failure rate suggests massively inflated demand. Circular financing is creating artificial valuations, even OpenAI CEO Sam Altman admits. Are we in a phase where investors as a whole are overexcited about AI? My opinion is yes. The concentration risk. Here's what should keep investors awake at night. 30% of the entire S&P 500 is held up by just 5 companies, the greatest concentration in half a century. AI-related stocks have accounted for 75% of S&P 500 returns since ChatGPT launched in November 2022. If the AI boom falters, it won't be contained. Unlike the dot-com bubble, which primarily hurt venture capital investors, an AI crash would devastate retirement accounts and household wealth across America. Part 3. Why projects fail. The 6 fatal mistakes. 1. The wrong problems for AI. The research reveals a fundamental misallocation. Over half of AI budgets go to sales and marketing tools, where returns are lowest. Meanwhile, The highest ROI lies in back-office automation, eliminating business process outsourcing, cutting agency costs, streamlining operation. Companies are using AI for flashy, customer-facing applications when they should be deploying it for unglamorous but profitable efficiency gains. 2. Building instead of buying. Here's a shocking statistic. Purchased AI solutions from specialized vendors succeed about 67% of the time. Internal builds, only 33%. Yet, MIT found that almost everywhere we went, enterprises were trying to build their own tool. This is the classic not invented here syndrome on steroids. Companies believe they're unique snowflakes, requiring custom solutions, when buying and integrating specialized tools would be twice as effective. 3. The static tool problem. Unlike humans who learn and adapt through feedback, today's AI systems don't improve with use. They don't retain context, adapt to edge cases, or learn over time unless directly prompted. This creates what researchers call the learning gap. Enterprise deployments strip away the flexibility and adaptability that make consumer AI tools so effective, leaving static systems where dynamic ones are needed. 4. Centralized control versus distributed adoption. Companies that succeed empower line managers, not just central AI labs, to drive adoption. They distribute decision-making rather than concentrating it. One executive's approach became infamous. Eric Vaughn, CEO of Ignitech, established AI Mondays, where staff could only work on AI projects. When his team wasn't fully on board, he replaced nearly 80% of them within a year. Unsurprisingly, this top-down mandate approach didn't work. 5. Garbage in, garbage out. Poor data quality remains a primary barrier to success. Companies discover data limitations only after investing significant resources in AI development. Successful deployments involve extensive data preparation phases, often consuming 80% of project resources. Organizations that underestimate data requirements invariably face delays or outright failure. 6. The 6-month trap. The MIT study defines success as measurable ROI impact 6 months post-pilot. This narrow time frame ignores critical long-term value creation. AI projects may deliver efficiency gains, cost reductions, improve customer retention, or enhance lead conversion without showing immediate profit and loss impact. Companies measuring only short-term financial returns are setting themselves up for perceived failure. Part 4. What businesses can learn the roadmap to the 5%? Lesson 1. Start small. Start specific. The 5% of AI projects that succeed have one thing in common. They pick one pain point and execute it well. Young startups have seen revenues jump from $0 to $20 million in a year by focusing narrowly. They don't try to transform their entire business overnight. They identify a single, high-impact use case and perfect it. Action item. Don't ask, how can we use AI? Ask, what's our most painful, repetitive process that AI could eliminate? Lesson 2. Buy, don't build. Usually, with a 2x success rate, purchasing specialized solutions should be your default strategy. Yes, building custom solutions feels more strategic. Yes, your business feels unique, but the data is clear. Specialized vendors understand workflows, integration, and adoption far better than internal teams building their first AI system. Action item. Challenge every "we need to build this ourselves" assumption. Require concrete justification for why purchase solutions won't work. Lesson 3. Focus on the back office. The highest ROI isn't in sexy customer-facing applications. It's in automating administrative work, eliminating outsourcing, and streamlining operation. Replace the $200,000 you're spending on business process outsourcing. Automate the repetitive tasks eating up your team's time. Cut the external agency costs. These aren't glamorous projects, but they're profitable ones. Action item. Audit your back office spending. Where are you outsourcing work that AI could handle internally? Lesson 4. Partner smartly. The successful AI implementations didn't happen in isolation. They involved strategic partnerships with vendors who understood the domain and could integrate deeply. This isn't just about buying software. It's about finding partners who can guide implementation, provide ongoing support, and iterate based on your specific needs. Action item. Evaluate vendors not just on technology, but on their track record of successful implementations in your industry. Lesson 5. Empower the edges. Central AI labs and innovation teams have their place. But actual adoption happens when line managers and frontline employees drive implementation, give people the tools and authority to solve problems in their domains. The lawyer who succeeded with ChatGPT didn't wait for IT approval. She found a solution that worked for her specific needs. Action item: create clear guidelines for safe AI use, then empower teams to experiment within those boundaries. Lesson 6. Measure what matters, not just ROI. Success isn't always about immediate profit impact. Consider efficiency gains. How much time are we saving? Quality improvements. Are we reducing errors? Employee satisfaction. Is this making work better? Customer experience. Are we serving people better? Future capability. Are we building skills and knowledge? Action item: define 3 to 5 success metrics beyond ROI before launching any AI project. Lesson 7. Prepare for change management. AI adoption isn't a technology project, it's an organizational transformation. The companies that succeed treat it as change management, not just tech deployment. This means comprehensive training programs, clear communication about why and how, support systems for employees, realistic timelines, not 6 months, celebration of small win. Action item: allocate at least 30% of your AI budget to training, support, and change management. Part 5. The bigger picture. Navigating the bubble for business leaders. Regardless of whether we're in a bubble, the fundamentals matter. 1. Don't chase hype. Just because everyone's doing AI doesn't mean you need to deploy it everywhere. 2. Focus on value creation. Ask yourself, will this make us more profitable, efficient, or competitive? 3. Build capabilities, not just pilots. The goal isn't to run impressive demos, it's to build sustainable, competitive advantages. 4. Be honest about timelines. Real transformation takes years, not quarters. 5. Prepare for volatility. Whether or not there's a bubble, the AI landscape will continue to shift rapidly. The survival test: before launching your next AI project, ask these 5 questions. 1. Specificity. Are we solving one specific problem or trying to boil the ocean? 2. Integration. Will this deeply integrate into existing workflows or sit as a bolt-on tool? 3. Expertise. Do we have, or can we buy, the expertise to execute this well? 4. Data. Do we have quality data to support this use case? 5. Adoption. Have we planned for how people will actually use this? If you can't answer all 5 confidently, you're likely headed toward the 95%.